My name is Daniel Roberts. I'm Director of Silver Archiving here at the Liang Yi Museum. We're presenting this magnificent silver basket, which was commissioned by the 9th Duke of St. Albans for his wife Harriet to celebrate the first anniversary of their marriage. It was made in 1828 by John Bridge, one of the founding partners of Rundle Bridge and Rundle. It is in the form of a cake basket, and these baskets appeared in the 18th century for obviously cake, bread, that sort of thing, but they were also used to carry bits and pieces round the house when ladies were going from the morning room to the drawing room, etc. An inscription to the center alludes to its commission. In love connubial formed to live and last, this gift records a blissful 12 months past. We claim, then boldly claim, thy flitch done mow, first of the best who keep thy marriage vow, June 10th, 1828. This one is over 4 kilos. It's absolutely enormous. So it would have actually just been a stationary piece of silver on a table. Harriet was an incredible woman for her time. She started off life very, very poor. Her mother was a laundress for an acting company, and through that, she started acting very early on, and she was spotted by her first husband, Thomas Coutts, founder of Coutts's Bank, and they eventually fell in love and got married. Unfortunately, Thomas was quite a lot older than her at the time. He was actually 42 years her senior, but by all accounts, they were terribly happy. And when he died, a few years into the marriage, he left her absolutely everything. So she was enormously wealthy. And not only did he have a huge amount of cash, but actually he had one of the best collections of silver in the UK, second only apparently to the king at the time. And so Harriet ended up being this enormously wealthy widow. And she suddenly met the 9th Duke of St. Albans, and they obviously fell in love, and they had 10 very happy years of marriage. The Coutts fortune then passed to Harriet's first husband's youngest granddaughter, Angela Burdett. And she would have inherited this basket amongst the many other things she left. She actually left about 10,000 kilos of silver objects, in addition to 1.3 million pounds sterling in 1837. So an absolutely vast fortune. Angela inherited the money on the proviso that she could spend all of the interest from the money. She wasn't allowed to mess about with the business itself, but she could pretty much do what she wanted, except she was not allowed to marry a foreigner, which was, at the time, Britain was at war with France, and Harriet was worried that Angela might run off with a Frenchman and he'd have all the money. Angela Burdett eventually took the name Coutts, and she became Angela Burdett Coutts, and she was also given a baronetcy as well. So she became the first Baroness Burdett Coutts. She was a major philanthropist, and she was great friends with 2 other very eminent Victorians, the Duke of Wellington and also Charles Dickens. Later on in life, at the age of 67, fell in love with her 29-year-old American secretary, and they married. So she actually forfeited the vast majority of her estate, which actually went to her sisters afterwards. She lived a very long and happy life, and died at the age of 92 in 1906. After Angela's death in 1906, there was an auction at Christie's, which actually happened a few years later in 1914, of the Coutts family heirlooms. And this basket was part of that auction. It was purchased by Walter Samuel, 2nd Viscount Bearsted, and remained in his collection for a number of years. This basket is one of our newer acquisitions, joining us in 2020.